What's going on, guys? It's Trey up here at Mad Vapes of Shelby, and today we are talking about the Violence 7-in-1 Coil Kit by Demon Killer. So the reason that this is a 7-in-1 kit is because there are 7 different types of coils in this one kit. You get 4 pieces per different type of coil, so that makes 28 coils in all. These are $19.99 from us, and you have the Alien V2s, Tsuba Coils, Clapception, Framed Clapton, Twist Clapton, Spaced Clapton, Stapled Staggered Fused Clapton, and down below each one of those you have the resistance that's going to be for one coil, so you just divide that in half if you're running 2 of them. And let me just go ahead and start popping these out here to show y'all. So these are the Alien V2s. So as you can see there, these are some nice, if I can get the camera to focus on it. These are some very, very nice coils. They actually have the nice little wave in there. And I know for a fact that these run very, very good between 80 and 130 watts. Very, very good flavor. And you also have a lot of surface area, so you get pretty good vapor production out of them as well. And they are low enough resistance where you could run them on a mechanical mod if you really wanted to, but I would suggest running them on an RDTA on a regulated device. And then these are going to be the Tsuba Coils. These are all going to look relatively the same because they're all essentially a style of Clapton, except for this Tsuba Coil. It has, looks like 4 different pieces, maybe it's 3 inside pieces of wire, and then you have a piece of flat ribbon that is twisted and wrapped around it. So you're also going to get very, very good flavor out of this one as well. You can kind of see as I turn it, the little ridges on there. So what happens is the coil will seep into each one of these little crevices on the actual coil, and what that does is gives you more surface area that the juice is touching. So that means better flavor and more cloud production. Now moving along, and by the way, both of these are 0.25 ohms single coil, so you divide that by 2 and you get what it would be for dual coil. Now these are going to be the Clapceptions, so it'll be really, really hard to see this, but this is, I believe it's a piece of flat ribbon. It is a piece of flat ribbon. So it's a piece of flat ribbon on the inside, and then this is Claptoned with a Clapton. It's a very, very, very small Clapton. That gives you an immense amount of surface area because you have essentially a flat ribbon wire and then 2 wires wrapped around the flat ribbon wire. So really it's 1 wire wrapped around a wire wrapped around another piece of flat ribbon wire. And this one is going to be a 0.35. That is the Clapception. Next we have Framed Claptons. Also, this comes with a nifty 3-way screwdriver and Allen key so that you can put the coils in. This kit is perfect for someone that is kind of wanting to get into building, but you don't want to have to build your coils yourself. And these are going to be some premium coils for you. So this is the Stapled Clapton. So it's got a Clapton on the inside, and then it has nice staggered wraps on the outside of the Clapton. And this is also, it's going to be great for clouds and also for flavor. Pretty much all of these are. That one's going to be a 0.26 resistance for a single coil. Now moving on to the Twisted Clapton. So what this looks like to me is it is very, very small gauge wire. It looks like 3 of them on the inside of the Clapton, and then it has a staggered Clapton around that. So very, very interesting coils. Very, very good price for these coils. Like I said, you get 28 of them, and they are all premium coils. They're all going to be a 3mm inner diameter. Which, if you're starting off, that makes it very nice for wicking because then they're all the same diameter. You don't get used to doing one and then switch over to another diameter and have to re-wick with a different kind of cotton or a different size cotton, excuse me. This is going to be the spaced Clapton. The tri-twisted Clapton is a 0.35, so this is going to be the spaced Clapton, which honestly looks very, very interesting. It also looks like it's twisted on the inside of this, and then it's kind of like the stapled, but it's not really stapled. They just space the wraps. Usually yields a higher resistance, but then you get more surface area. So I mean, if you have this on an Alien 220, you can run pretty much anywhere above 80 watts. I'd probably rather run it around 120, but anything pretty much will push this just fine, and get you some thick juice on there, and it's going to do really, really well for you. And like I said, that's a 0.35, and this is the last one in the box. It is a Stapled Staggered Fused Clapton. That is a mouthful. And these are going to be a 0.3 ohm resistance for one coil. So you divide that in half if you're running two, and that's a 0.15. So there you go with that one. I think that these are probably the best looking in the pack. Stapled Staggered Fused. So you've got a really big core, because it looks like it's about 6 very small gauge wires in there, and then you have the staple and also the stagger. So the staple usually goes across and it's not staggered out, but this one it is, and this is going to yield a massive amount of surface area per coil, and that means more flavor, more cloud production. So as I said, this is the 7-in-1 Violence Kit by Demon Killer, which we have for $19.99 here at Mad Vapes with Shelby. And this is definitely a very good kit if you have just gotten bored, you don't really want to build coils anymore, or you want to figure out how to build coils like these. A good way to do it is to buy a pack of these just to see what they look like, cut them open even, and then you can figure out how to make them yourself. So all in all, I would definitely suggest this to pretty much anyone, especially beginners, just because it makes it very, very simple. You don't really have to do any kind of math or know the amperage on your batteries and everything like that, because you can run it on a regulated device. I wouldn't suggest running these on a mechanical device if you are just getting into using an RDA and building your own coils. But that is about that. So y'all take care, and I'll see you next time.